Greetings campers, welcome to Farmeritaville. Be sure to hit that subscribe button for more fun videos like this one. Today I'm here at the world famous Gatorland, the alligator capital of the world. Now this place actually predates all the other mega parks around here. It opened in 1949. It has been around as a family run operation for a really long time. And there are thousands of alligators and other reptiles and other cool stuff that we are going to dive in and take a look at. So join me while we check out Gatorland Orlando. Gatorland's Christmas event is currently running weekends, but the decorations are still up, and this is my favorite one so far. The Gators pulling Santa's sleigh. And this looks cool, the Ice Castle, another meet and greet spot. The Krampus Croc, naughty kids only. That's cool. These northerners came down here to retire, but nobody told them the air was like fire. Damn snowbirds. The gators don't terrify me as much as the birds, which are much closer and faster moving. And as I stand here shooting this, I'm even more terrified because I just realized there's more of them directly over me. This is such a great place to come because it's so quiet. It's not, let's say developed is the right word. It doesn't have like paved roads and giant concrete buildings and stuff like the mega parks. Like, you're in nature. Like, the grounds are gravel, and there's animals everywhere and wooden fences, and it's very, very quiet over here. And the only thing I can hear, other than the occasional flapping of these terrifying bird wings, is distant traffic way back that way. So it's got a beauty and a creepiness to it, and I love it. Morton the saltwater crocodile, the grumpiest grump at Gatorland, next to Mike the vlog hog Heilman. One cranky crocodile. Morton wants to eat everyone and everything. One time he ate someone's shoe and pooped out the sole. 30 years old, 900 pounds, 12 feet long. And looking at me, highly annoyed, I'm sure. Can you imagine that thing being underwater right next to you and completely invisible? I think out here in Gatorland is the quietest place I've been since I've gotten to Orlando. There's no background music, there's no background sound effects, there's no ride machinery moving around. It's just quiet, except for animals, nature, and the very, very, very distant freeway. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I love about this place. It's so quiet. Walking down this path, look over here. You see the ground's matted up. Well, in the distance over there, you see like cattle. So there's livestock. All right. Neat. Just walking along, chilling. Cows are off in the distance. Oh, what's on this side? Giant ass alligators right there. I'm not even reaching out. I mean, I bet that thing's 6 feet from me. And that's awesome. And they're not doing anything. They're chilling in the sun. Something in his eye, something up with his eye. I'm not an expert, but there are experts here who I trust. I was looking at his eye. I didn't even realize he's missing his front leg. So yeah, I bet his eye is messed up. He was in some kind of altercation, I would imagine, with another one earlier in his life. That's my best guess. I follow a lot of animal pages and Instagram stuff, and I've been to a lot of zoos. That's the extent of my knowledge and research. It is fascinating to see how animals like this out in the wild persevere despite what to us seems like would be incredibly painful setbacks. Yeah, something's up with his eye. That's crazy. Poor guy. Oh man, I walk around here on the other side of the deck. I can see now he's missing both of his front feet and he has an eye problem. And yet he carries on. The awesome power of nature. There's emus. And I think they could be scarier than the gators. This one's grunting at me. Spotted my first gator in the breeding marsh right here by the bridge. And he's also missing a foot. His hind leg is, or hind foot, I guess, is gone. A lot of these pathways have, you know, heavy foliage, and there's still water down there. And it's creepy not knowing what can be in there or how close it could be when you see it. Train passing by over there. Mother Nature, like I said, always interesting. You can hitch a ride on another gator. Funnier than that, though, is this one right in front of me, whose head appears to be covered in bird shit. Not a care in the world. He's happy. It's his swamp, and he's loving it. Come on, buddy, you can do it. Don't let anyone tell you you can't. Nature's quitters. Big turtles, tortoises down there too. That thing's got to be 3 or 4 feet long. I think you can make that out from the camera though. I think this would be my ideal property to live on. I'd love to live on a place like this. Have a play pond in the middle, maybe not full of alligators. Somewhere to sit on a boat and fish. Maybe jet ski back and forth. Just surrounded by woodland trees and decks and docks. And a couple of high up towers. Maybe build, 2 or 3 story house with a view out the back. Not too far off the main road. Yeah. Yes, this is my kind of place. I finally made it up the wall and I missed it because I was on the other side. It's a big boy. This guy's still chilling, going for a ride. Ooh, he got it. I think the birds want the gator food more than the gators. Feeding gators made me hungry, so now I'm eating. Ironically, I am eating fried gator. You can get gator bites here at Pearl's. It's good, and like they always say, it tastes just like chicken. And no, that actually is really good. It's been a while since I've had fried alligator. Very good. I'm about to hop on the Stompin' Gator Off-Road Adventure, which is basically a monster truck that they drive you around in out in the swamp in alligators. And I'm actually excited about this because the last time I was at Gatorland was right before this opened, so I haven't had a chance to do it yet. So let's go check it out. They have 3 swamp buggies. They are named Cannibal Jake, Swamp Ghost, and Bone Crusher. And they each have their own backstory and why they're named that. Personally, I'm a fan of Cannibal Jake.
Listen, I don't know what y'all paid for, but I know it wasn't 12 bucks for the redneck version of It's a Small World back here, right? We're gonna go ahead and steal the buggy and see some real gators. If that sounds more your speed, give me a nice big yeehaw! Yeehaw! What was that? Did you yeehaw, bud? Then you gotta yeehaw by yourself now. No? Well, we'll sit here. We get paid by the hour. I will take the overtime. She will go ahead and go backwards and drop you off. I'm not even joking. You don't think we got anything better to do today? For a fact, we don't. We just sit here and look at you awkwardly until you do it. That was so defeated, but at least I got him to do it. Right? Yeah. Hit it, Kaylin! Hang on tight, because this thing will get just a little bit bumpy. And let me explain to you how this works. Whee! Whee! Great, no explanation needed. It gets bumpy. Howdy, y'all. My name is Ross. That right there is Kaylin. She's your crazy driver. And now we just stole the buggy. Now that means you're all accomplices. I hope you're okay with that. But don't worry, we'll all be Uber Eats drivers. We can grab a couple French fries left out every order, and we'll be set for life. Besides, we don't have no cameras and no security. That's because we're not on here, of course. You're dummy. Don't worry, guys. We got cameras. Everyone do me a favor. Look directly into the smile and wave for me, all right? Great, you're going to jail for Grand Theft Auto, man. You recorded yourself, get it recorded. What's that say, lost or really lost? Which way y'all want to go? No? Really lost. The kid had to answer that one. Well, this works out, because that right there is Swamp by Sal, looking like John Cena and Reba McEntire had a baby. What's that say? Hang on to your britches. There's an R in that. Yeah, almost missed it. He was going to hear a new word he wasn't going to hear on Nickelodeon. Now, let's translate for y'all. Because that right there is a little friend I like to call Caddy. Whee! There's one, Chris. Woo! Put me together, get Caddy Wampus. Keep an eye out for signs of danger. If you see something, say something. All right, that's a lot of quiet for a lot of signs of danger. Can't none of the guys. Let's stop on! Oh! Way more stable than any of my past relationships, all right? Yeah, these signs are sort of like my exes anyways. A whole bunch of red flags, but I refuse to read them, all right? Now, y'all smell that? That is one thing and one thing only. We have made it to hallowed ground. You see, when famous gators down at Gatorland pass away, they're brought out here to be put to rest. And 3 of the all-time greats live here, all right? We got Bone Crusher, Cannibal Jake, and the mystical Swamp Ghost. All our buggies are named after them. Do y'all know which one you're riding on today? No?
Swamp
Put your hand down, you work here. You cheated, but I'm very glad you can read, my man. Yeah, that's a skill that'll get you
I can read upside down.
And upside down.
Yeah.
I can't read right side up. I had to memorize that location. You know the story of Swamp Ghost?
I don't.
No, so you don't use that reading skill in the park to read signs? No, that's alright, I'll tell you anyways. He was actually this all-wide alligator in the Louisiana Bayou. They said if you looked in it, you'd be hit with good luck and good fortune, alright? But listen, don't get too excited, Gatorland. We went down to Gatorland, they got like 14 of those bad boys. We stared in those blue eyes for 12 straight hours, and guess what? We still work here, so I guess you make your own luck. Remember that, bud. That right there, I call the ex-girlfriend, because like I tell mine, girl, get over it. Whee! Now there ain't absolutely nothing else gonna stop this miracle. Our redneck engineer, especially with Caitlin behind the wheel, she broke me out of jail 192 times in one day. What in the bootleg Jurassic Park is this? Alright. Nobody panic. You wanna ram it. That was your panic idea? We cannot do that. This is a Chevrolet, not a Dodge. You can't go about ramming things. But I got a separate idea. Have y'all ever heard of Disney magic? Oh. Great, man, we don't got it. It's expensive. Yeah, we leave that to the rat park down the street. What we got here is redneck magic. It's the broke version. Watch my hands, right? 1, 2, 3, clap, bam. And that right there are our fancy sound effects. Yeah, that one, that's gonna cost us money to fix. Now, we got a couple attractions here, right? Like a boat rental and a dive shop. Any of the 3 of y'all want to go diving with those gators? Yeah. No? Oh, you don't, but you do. We got a special just for you, alright? It's half off. You can pick which half you want to keep, alright? Now, over there you see the big guy slowly going under the water on our left side. Yeah. That is Pops. You'll notice everyone around you is about 5 to 6 feet. This guy is about 12 feet long. Wow. So yeah, he's also the oldest alligator at Gatorland. He's 72 years old, and have y'all seen Jurassic Park? So they mixed his noise up with a couple other animals to make the T-Rex noise in Jurassic Park. He was also in Lake Placid and Indiana Jones Temple of Doom. Huh? He was in Lake Placid? Who keeps lying to me? You keep lying to me. You're the one that told me. It was Maria. We'll blame Maria on this one. Hi, Bob. Now, over there we got the Moonshine Emporium. I know what you guys are thinking. Come on, it's 1 o'clock. Why don't we stop by and get us some? You're good all the way. Come on. But listen, when you're a gator, every hour is happy hour, and they like to stir up trouble. They're what I like to call a bunch of instigators. Yeah! You're clear all the way. You just got the vulture on your left. The death chicken, a turkey that shops on Hot Topic. Yeah, they're just hanging around waiting for us to feed the gators until at some point they manage to steal their food. Now we got 2 more of these gates. Y'all know what to do, right? On the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Clap bone. Hit it, Caitlin. Yeah! Hey-ya! Whee! No! We can't do that. Y'all would have been DED dead, alright? Besides, there's a puddle hanging out from behind you, Caitlin. Take a right, drop them off at the parking lot, they can walk back, alright? You know, slide to the right, crisscross, yeah, that way. No, that's the left, right? No, wait, hang on, that's wrong! Here we go, up! We go down, oh, this is sort of fun, actually. Put your hands up in the air. Not you, Caitlin, you're driving, girl. I like big bumps and I cannot lie. Y'all love the bumps, can't deny. Alright.
I loved how funny it was. I loved how personable it was. And honestly, that's kind of more enjoyable than some of the like mega park attractions around here. Really cool. Now I'm headed over to the Gatorland train depot. They have a mini train that runs around the park. I've never ridden it, so I don't know exactly how far back it goes or what all we'll get to see. But I bought a ticket, so we're gonna go check it out.
Now, and they are the biggest crocodilians in the world. Over there on the right-hand side, you'll see the 2 in this enclosure. As we go through this gate, with the camera stone. from India. Now the big black bull there and this brown and white cow, they're both Texas Longhorns. The big old brown animal that we're passing by now, that is Buffy, and Buffy's our buffalo. It's called Uncle Ricky's Shed and Breakfast. Now if you stay in that shed, you are totally immersed in the sights, the sounds, and the smells of nature. Then in the morning, you just hop in that little John boat right there, and you go out and catch yourself some breakfast.
It's teeny tiny baby alligators. They found the warm sunny spot on this inside enclosure. I don't know if they're having alone time or what. But like the other reptiles around here, they're all in the sunny spots of their cages because it's winter. And this week at night, it's been down in the 50s, low 50s, maybe a little chillier. So the evenings are cool. So during the day, a lot of these animals are trying to soak up the sun. Unlike the reptiles, the panther has found the shade and is having a shady sit. Pygmy rattlesnakes. I don't know if these are babies, but they're really small. Like, see my hand? Those are small. I think if they're not babies, that's actually more terrifying if that's as big as they get. Look at that, you wouldn't see that on the ground. Rattlesnakes in Texas, like diamondback, those things are huge. Oh, what do we got in here? The Florida cottonmouth. Here's the western diamondback rattlesnake, and he looks like he's got an attitude today. Burmese pythons, the Florida invaders. They are not native to Florida, but they thrive in its climate. I think snakes can be the most terrifying when they're standing up like that because it seems unnatural. You think of a snake curled around a limb or slithering across the ground or a rock. They are not meant to be upright, and it's terrifying. I'm counting heads. There's at least 4 in there in that pile. Not counting the dark ones over there in the water. I've been to a lot of zoos where they have backgrounds painted in the habitat for the animals, but I've never seen one being painted. That's pretty cool. Warning, Gatorland is built between 2 real swamps, and you may encounter various wild critters along our walkways, including a variety of snakes. Some, like the pygmy rattlesnake pictured above, may be venomous. Right here, right off the bat, there's a little raccoon. Hey buddy. Unlike the Breeding Marsh Bridge, you see this is wide open. There's no special railings or cages or anything. So this is the real deal. I don't have any food. I don't have any food, buddy. Yeah, this is where the party is. You are now in their world. This is one of the reasons I love Gatorland. Like I said earlier, I was out on the Breeding Marsh Bridge, which was closer to the main park, and it's quiet and it's natural. And this whole place is pretty much in swampland, like the signs are telling us, but this bridge, I mean, you're in it. You're just out in nature and it's quiet and you never know what you're gonna see, like a raccoon. So I just love chilling out here. This is such a cool place. This is it. It's just this simple wooden bridge that winds as far as you can see into this swamp. How cool is this? I bet this is terrifying at night. I wonder if this is where they do the night shine. They do have a night shine tour where you go out at night. I don't know if it's here or in the main breeding marsh in the park, but I feel like doing it over here would be a lot scarier. All the snake enclosures we just walked past are on the way. There's a walkway heading down here to where you can get on this swamp bridge, and those are on your way here. It's almost as though they're trying to school you before they turn you loose on your own out in the swamp. Hey, know what this is. Good luck. That's the scariest critter out here is the mosquitoes. Flies, gnats, chiggers, whatever you want to call them, whatever they are specifically. This part of the swamp is called Cottonmouth Cove because of the huge concentration of water moccasin snakes known as cottonmouths encountered when building the swamp walk in the mid-70s. These are the only venomous water snakes in North America, and one of the largest ever seen, nearly 75 inches, was caught when it attacked one of the workers back in 1978. And that's why this is my favorite part, because it's real and you don't know how safe it is. It's better to be lucky. All right, I won't read this entire one to you, but it pretty much says that this cypress tree right here is estimated to be 500 years old, meaning it sprouted around the time Columbus sailed the ocean blue. It survived sawmills, hurricanes, freezes, tornadoes, and anything else man and nature could throw at it. And now it's got to survive some more loud-ass kids, disturbing the beautiful silence on the swamp walk. They've got these little shaded seating areas along this walkway out here in the swamp, and I think I didn't find a sign, but I think this walkway is something like a mile long. It's pretty lengthy, but yeah, when the kids and other people run away and it's just quiet, I could just sit out here all day. This is great. The quieter it gets, like, people have been walking by me, I've let them pass. Most of them are moving faster than I am, and when they go on and it gets quiet again, you start to realize there's more movement. Squirrels and bugs and whatever other wildlife is out here, you can kind of tell the longer you sit and be quiet, like the more activity you notice, and I love it. This is such a contrast from the busy, loud hustle bustle of all the theme parks, and it's probably big enough to kill half a day. It's not huge, but it's educational, and it's nature. We're in it, and I think there's a beauty in that. It's a great way to get away from the constant head noise of all the touristy stuff, just to come chill out here in the swamp, learn about the animals, or don't, just risk it. It's whatever. They do sell beer here, so come have a beer in the swamp. Hurricane Charlie tore through here on August 13th, 2004 and spawned a bunch of small tornadoes that came through the edge of the swamp and snapped off the top of these trees. And yeah, you look up at this area and a bunch of the trees don't go all the way. Crazy. Cute little bastard just scared the shit out of me. I was walking from that way. I've gotten into another quiet spot, no other people around, and so I come up. I was walking past this like nothing, and then noise right there in the trash can where the squirrel was. Scared the shit out of me. Cute little bastard. Said birds are much more terrifying than the reptiles. Here's a pile of small alligators. Here's another pile of small but larger alligators. Here's a really big pile of mid-sized alligators. And here's a small pile of big-ass alligators. Well, friends, that has been a stroll around Gatorland, Orlando. Thank you for joining me. If you're down here, you've got to come check this place out. It is such a break from the loud, noisy craziness of the mega theme parks, and it's educational. Kids will love it. It's also relatively affordable, and there's even more stuff that I didn't even get time to do. You can do zip lining over an alligator pit. There are multiple shows and interactive opportunities, as well as some other upcharge experiences. They have a nighttime tour after hours where they take you out in the swamp with flashlights and you look at gators and whatever else is out there in the dark. And I'm not gonna lie, that sounds terrifying and fun, and I really want to do it. So maybe I'll get back here for that one day. I want to give a shout out to cameraman Dan for inviting me. Thank you, cameraman Dan. If you guys want to learn more about gators and conservation and all that awesome animal stuff, be sure to check out the Gatorland YouTube channel and their vlog. They have an excellent vlog series that they started during the shutdown. They did some really good educational stuff, and you can go out and see places on their channel where they go with the cameras that you can't even see from here inside the park. So if you're into that, please go check them out. And thank you for watching. Y'all take care and go do stuff.